Greetings, I'm Demonac, and it's arena time. And I've been playing so much, mostly dungeon runs lately, that I don't even know what I played recently. I'm just gonna take Shaman. I don't think I played Shaman too recently, but honestly, the arena runs have been spread out so much that not that recent either way. Keening Banshee, that is definitely the thing that I've got to take. Oh wait, no, it's not. Ancestral Spirit, probably stronger overall. I'm tempted to take Defender of Argus because it actually makes some kind of sense as a Shaman. Back in the old school days in beta, he was considered pretty good. But I'm gonna take the Ancestral Spirit in case I can get something crazy going. Lightning Bolt's really good, but I'm gonna take the Prophet. I don't know if I'll get any evolution stuff or not, but I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna take the Prophet. Big Beast Crushing Hand. When you look at this as like an Assassinate, that is where the cost is split, it's pretty good. There are things that Assassinate will kill that this won't, but yeah, it's fine. Frost Shock, it doesn't do a lot of damage. I'd rather have something that really kills it, rather than wounding it and freezing it for a turn, even though you can freeze heroes. And the backspeed boys are terrible. This guy's pretty decent. You have 3/3 for 3, you heal 2, and it also heals your minions too if they're damaged. That can be good. Whereas War Golem, I want to have some big minions in here, but you can get anything else that costs 7 that is likely to be a better fat minion than him because he's so bland. And I'm not a big fan of the Murlocs, and lifesteal doesn't matter on a 1/1. You've got to buff him, which I'm probably not doing. So, Chanter it is. Flame Tongue is awesome. Cookie Chemist is actually also pretty good, although I might have situations where the only thing, if the only thing out is my totems, he would have to kill one of my totems to come into play. You're terrible. You're just too expensive for, healing 4 health to the hero only is not that good a battle cry, and you are way too small for a 6-mana minion with a crap battle cry. Flame Tongue for sure. Buff those totems so you can attack. Destroy minion attack 1 or less is interesting. Again, that could be hosed by my totems. Primal Field Totem can generate you get a 0/3 and a 1/1 when you play that. That's not too bad. Counts as a totem if that matters. I'm going to take the Maelstrom Portal, though. I like the ability to do area damage, even if it's probably weak. If you have a spell damage totem, which you can get 1 out of 4 times, then that's 2 damage for 2 mana, and it's amazing. Speaking of amazing, not the Banshee, milling yourself cards. You can control this, but it still tends to be a bad drawback. I've already got an Ancestral Spirit. It's not the ideal, whereas Bone Drake is pretty amazing. Put an Ancestral Spirit on the Bone Drake and just draw more and more dragons. Getting more totems could be good, but Bog Creepers are the best. See, for 7 mana, 6/8, so same total stats, but they're ranged better than a 7/7, because 6 or 7 attack, either way, it's killing almost all minions it's going to run into. That extra hit point matters more than the extra attack most of the time. And it has taunt, which is worth something. Raptor, blah. Cursed Disciple. Oh, you're bad. You're 2 Magma Ragers for the price of 1.3 Magma Ragers. Still not worth it. I'm going to take the Kobold Hermit. Choosing a basic totem is pretty good, especially if I could choose a spell damage totem for the Maelstrom Portal. And it's like you're getting a 1/3 for 2 mana with a pretty decent special ability. Yeah, I guess you could take the 1/1 totem. That's crap. Okay. Transform a friendly minion into a 6/6 elemental. So 5 mana for a 1/1 and a 6/6, assuming you have something else like a totem that you could change. That's kind of cool. Lightning Storm, very good, obviously. Area damage is excellent. And this is copy a friendly minion. You're going to do 3 points of overload to upgrade this. So if you play 3 mana, 3 worth 3 overload while this is in your hand, then you could make 2 copies of a friendly minion, which is a super powerful ability. And if you could play 3 overload again, it'd be 3 copies. That said, I have no overload yet. I'm going to have someone I take this. I really like the Mossbinder, but I'm going to have to take this because I can't count on getting enough area damage, even though the Mossbinder is cool. It's still just more fatness. It's theoretically replaceable. That is a lot of Murlocs. It's not my favorite card ever. Wind Fury can be strong. I'd much rather have the Wind Fury Guy, where you get a 3/3 and also get to Wind Fury something for 4 mana. I don't want to have too many minion buffs. I realize I have 1, but It does not take too many buffs to be too many minion buffs. Voodoo Doctor's kind of weak. Calling the Finishers is... You're paying 4 mana for a lot of things that die to 1 damage. It's not that impressive, but... I think I might take this anyway. Based on what my deck is so far, I feel like this is helping more. I think the Windfury is probably a better card. Okay, so 3-2 Taunt for 2. That's a lot better than a Raptor. This guy's a pretty solid early game minion. Psychotron, I find it overcosted. He's probably not technically overcosted. I just mean that I don't like him as much for the mana ever since mech-based bonuses pretty much went out. Dude, when the mech keyword was good, that swung me over to being mostly on his side. Now that the mech keyword is mostly useless, I don't really care that much. The Violet Worm is a 7/7 for 8, not the best. But when it dies, you fill your board with 1/1s. That is some interesting fatness for the arena. Would I rather have more fat or the Thespian? I have some 2-mana stuff. Not a lot of my 2-mana stuff is minions. I might regret it, but I think I'm going to take him, actually. I think some taunt is good. This guy's good. He's a 3/6 for 4. Like, those are good stats. Like, he actually just fights well for a 4-cost minion. And your hero can't be targeted by stuff, which matters less. This is not Magic the Gathering. This doesn't come up as much, but he could definitely thwart your opponent by forcing him to Lightning Bolt him instead of you or whatever. Drawing more cards is victory. I mean, this only replaces itself unless you can actually keep it alive. Like, you paid 3 mana and you just went through your deck 1 card faster. But if it survives if it survives for 1 turn or more, it can be pretty good. The commander, he's okay. He's a little expensive, but he comes out and he kills something and he doesn't die, so he's still there. I'm kind of torn. This does work on its own, if you can keep him alive bonus. This, you have to keep it alive for it to do anything any good. I think I'm going to take the Kobold Monk. I haven't played with him much. Okay, I could get another Fist, Jade Lightning, which is 4 mana for killing a medium to small creature. And you get a 1/1. I'm not likely to have much Jade in here. I'm going to take another Crushing Hand. You could definitely have too many of those, but I forgot that I forgot I had that when I was looking at the Overload card. But whatever, don't care. I don't want another call into finishers. I'm not a big fan of the Toothy Chest. I realize it's a 4/4 for 3, but the turn you play it, it takes so little effort for crap minions to kill it without dying. I don't like that. So I think I'm going to take the Rockbiter weapon. It's super flexible. You are going to be bad in the arena, because I'm not going to be able to control what I'm getting. 1, 2, and 3 attack minions, like, that's crazy weird power. I'm not going to have enough spells for you. I think I'm better off getting Marin the Fox for the same cost. A 6/6. Gives your opponent a 0/8 chest, which is not great, but if I kill the chest, its Death Rattle will give me, at random, a ridiculously powerful card. Most of them are super, super good. I mean, Medivh is a 7/7 for 8, and I get a random minion for the next 3 times that I cast a spell, with random minion with cost equal to the spell's cost. But I don't have a lot of expensive spells in here yet, and I'm probably not going to get a lot more. And yeah, okay, let me just double check. My automatic assumption is he's crap, but what could I get? I could get the Kobold Monk, which is kind of cool. If I haven't drawn him yet, or Fungal Enchanter, which sucks because he's a Battlecry, or a Thespian, which would be Taunt, which is not nothing, or Small Things. Yeah, it's not going to work out. We'll just take the Fox. You are the best of the riders because your enemy having a Taunt is a thing that can come up. And when he's a 5/5 charge for 5, he's excellent, even though they have a Taunt. But not too excited by you, but I'm taking the Jade Claws, because that's excellent killing power early in the game. Just good for wiping out minions. Silence is pretty good. Doing 4 damage to a minion is also good. You can have too many spells that just damage minions, because I can't hurt players with this. I can't hurt players with that. Frost Shock does freeze something, which is nice. You could freeze an enemy warrior like hero or something, but Would I rather have those, or would I rather have another minion? 'Cause in my low-cost stuff, not a lot of it is minions. Now, I can make totems, but totems are not good minions. They're good, like, extra bonuses. Let's take the Iron Beagle. I think there's a lot of death rattle and stuff I want to deal with. So I get a 5/5 that blows up a weapon. There are some pretty strong weapons going around. Or just a 4/5 for 4, or the lightning, which can damage players, unlike the other crap I took. I do have a Jade card now, so this might give me a 2/2. Ooh. I'm going to take the Sludge. I think the meta suggests the Sludge. Okay, Maelstrom Portal. I have a bunch of things that damage minions. I have 2 area ones. I have 2 huge single target damage things. All the overload is not going to help from some of that stuff. But, not a big fan of Scorpion. I like the Mossbinder, though. I think this time I'm going to take him. He's pretty interesting. That's a 6/6 that can attack right away if you had a totem that just didn't get killed. Right? Necrotic Geist can also be pretty strong. The Kobold Apprentice is not bad. Like, he's a little expensive, but I find that ability so good that, like, I accept that his stats are trash. That you could get a 2/1 for 1 mana, and you could get an Arcane Missiles for 1 mana, and he's that plus 1 mana. But I still kind of accept that because it is a really good ability that you get in the same package with the minion. So you're getting a little bit more value out of the card, even though the casting cost is not great. At that low end, I can see that. But Necrotic Geist could do some crazy stuff. Now, the totems usually can't attack, but man, like, every time one of your totems dies, you get a 2/2 ghoul. Every time one of your 2/2 ghouls dies, you get a 2/2 ghoul. Let's take the Necrotic Geist, see if we can get a crazy Necrotic Geist play. Like with the finishers or something. That said, I don't have any actual Murlocs I can pull with this. You are trash. You're just like a really... I might as well take the finishers again. That's a lot more Murloc finishers than I think I may have ever played. Volcano is good for killing a lot of stuff. Feral Gibberer is a friggin' weird card. Like, you can snowball the copies of the Feral Gibberer, which does what for me? Not much. But Evolve can do a lot. Evolve is amazing, as we'll hopefully see. So, this is interesting. Okay, so he's a taunt. If you're desperate for taunt, you can take that. I mean, he gives you 4 or 5 worth of stats spread out in an inconvenient way, but he does have taunt. I'm not interested. Evolved Kobold, though, the Crushing Hand doesn't care. It does 8 damage. In the vast majority of circumstances, if 8 damage would kill a minion, 10 damage would kill a minion. If 8 damage would not kill a minion, 10 damage may not be enough. So that's not a relevant deal. But I do have 2 area spells. Like, he makes the Maelstrom Portal do 3 damage, and he makes the Lightning Storm deal friggin' 4 to 5 damage, which is apocalyptic. And it's only 7 mana to play him and the Lightning Storm in the same turn. So that's pretty tempting. On the other hand, Fatness can really win the arena if you can live long enough. This is more Fatness. But no, I think I'm going to take the Kobold. I'm going to try that. Hey, you know what's fat? Him. Now, he's not very efficient fat. He sits around. Comes out, he's 10/10, but still has no abilities, whereas I do have a number of spells now that I might use to buff him. Evolve doesn't count because it would change him. But, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cheap spells. 6 if you count that. Yeah, I don't care about that, though. Now, this I do care about. This can give one of my totems +1 attack. Let me attack with something it normally can't attack. It can do all kinds of stuff. So I think I'm going to take this because it's really flexible out of all those cards. I just don't have the elementals for you. This guy's awesome if you have a bunch of elementals. This is good anti-weapon stuff. I think I've got to take the Earth Elemental, though. Do I have any other elementals? Really? I don't think I do. No. And you're not an elemental, no. So, yeah. I mean, this guy makes an elemental, but that's not playing an elemental for this guy's purposes, because play means from hand. We're just going to take the Earth Elemental. More overload that's going to hurt me, but, oh, you are some good early game taunt. I mean, the Berserker's pretty okay, but I want you. The 1/5 taunt poison, like, taunt poisonous sounds fantastic. 1/5 for 5. Terrible. Now, effectively, he's an infinite 5 for 5 against minions, but with only one attack versus players. That's not very good. Like, I just don't find he works out well at all, no matter how you look at him. So I guess this Plague Beetle try and stay alive long enough for my fatness. I don't have as much fatness as I would like, though. If some of the last couple cards were super fat, that would be great. Your other minions have +1 attack. Hold on, as a Shaman, that's really interesting. Also, I have 2 call-in the finishers. So plop him down, and all those guys are 2/1s. You know what? Normally I'm not a huge fan of this guy. But, I mean, he is like he's giving all your minions an attack buff. He can hit for 2 if he really has to, but mostly he's stealth, so he never has to. This would also be a good choice, but I'm going to take the Sneaky Devil for once, because my deck may actually dictate that between Totems and the finishers. That's the final card. Windcheer Stormcaller, that's if you control all 4 basic Totems when you play him. Then summon Alakir the Lord. Alakir is a 3/5 taunt charge Wind Fury. Like, that's pretty amazing, but I have to get 4, like, all 4 different totems. I only have 1 of those choose your totem guys. I didn't take any other things to boost them. So getting this to work out is pretty hard. Like, I have to kind of have board control to do that. On the other hand, this guy is just a 6/6 for 6. His charge almost never triggers. Like, if you're in a situation where your opponent has 6 or more cards, what are you doing? So it's really him versus the Carnivorous Q, which is a 4/6 for 5. It eats one of my minions, but then when it dies, it spits back out 2 copies of that minion. So it can eat a totem, at which point I don't get much from his death rattle, but his cost is lower. Like, his battle cry doesn't matter, doesn't hurt so much. So I've got that as a backup. Obviously, if I have no minions, then you just get a 4/6 for 5 with no abilities. There's also, like, Ancestral Spirit on him would be interesting. I don't know if that works at all. Probably not. But really, if you have Death Rattle stuff, that he's going to work out better. Because Battle Cry doesn't help. I've got this guy's 3 armor Death Rattle. I didn't take the, that's a good Death Rattle to get twice. I don't have a lot of stuff that really takes advantage of him. We're going to try the Stormcaller. It's the Arena, you know. I mean, he's a 5/5 for 5. He's not nightmarishly bad under any circumstances. But there's that possibility. If he's sitting in my hand, if I can work it that I get all 4 basic totems, like if you have 3 basic totems and you spend 2 mana, you're guaranteed that last one. 5 mana, crazy dude. Instant Alakir, which comes in and gets to attack twice right away, and it has Divine Shield, so it can hit 1 thing for free. I'm going to treat him as not very high chance, fairly significant reward. And, you know, if I'm nowhere near those, if I need that 5/5, if I'm nowhere near the totems, I just have to be willing to play him and not get the battle cry, basically. Hunter, I can't decide if my deck's actually slow or not. Let's keep the starting hand Rockbiter, not the starting hand Crushing Hand. Do I want the finishes in my starting hand? Not really. I'll just see what random stuff I can get. I've got better cheap minions, or more of the same stuff. Okay, Evolve would have been good with the finishers, but you know, you just get a bunch of two cost minions. It's not necessarily like that impressive. But it's still probably good. This guy is cool, though. So I gotta try and make sure that by the beginning of turn 5, I have a minion alive that can attack. Do I coin him out? I'm gonna want that coin for later. In fact, if I coined him out turn 4, that would be pretty fantastic. I just have to have something alive that I can turn into a 6/6 that can attack right away. That'd be a strong play. There are a bunch of ifs involved, though, so we'll find out. Like, turn 4, coin this guy, get a 6/6, then turn 5, play this, and then all my mana is locked forever, but that'd be not the worst. I'm glad I've got this guy to stop the Wolfageddon. He drastically improves this hand functionality. Although, I probably won't have a guy alive for turn 4. Oh, you triggered his death rattle. That sucks. So I'm going to play you. And then I'm going to kill this dude. Now, if my opponent does anything, I'll not be happy. All he has to do is get my guy dead. But those 2 minions in play aren't enough to make him dead. I don't really appreciate your double secretness. Sure. So the problem is, those two would, if once this dies, those two would kill my 6/6, which is poor. I have no idea what secrets those are. Let's attack you and find out. Just return my hand, probably. Wandering monster. So you got a random 3-cost minion who has Wind Fury too, and he hits them. Okay, that's not great. Alright, well, we're going to find out what the other one is. If it's Snipe, it'll be kind of funny, because the Snipe would kill this guy, but not the thing. Didn't catch. Oh, that's not good. +2/+2 to a minion in his hand. Yeah, I forgot that. I was thinking that I would change something and be able to attack, but obviously when I make it a new minion, it can't attack right away. Duh. Okay, you kill him, you hit me for a bunch of damage aggressively, which is not the end of the world. Okay, so just to inform my play, I gotta find out what happens when I kill this guy. Okay, he didn't get like a snake, he didn't get like the venom trap or whatever. So we're gonna play the Earth Element. He's gonna lock down my mana forever, but in the meantime, fairly protective, I would think. This guy is a 6-cost minion, you know. I could, if this guy gets beat down but doesn't die, I could evolve them. It would not be bad. So you're just going to start working on him, aggressively enough. You're saving him in case of area damage. It's interesting. Crushing Hand, okay. So next turn I want to be able to play him and evolve. I don't want to do it this turn. I mean, I could. I'd like to play him first. Like a totem, healing totem would be pretty nice. Of course not. Okay, I gotta see what happens when I attack you. Freezing? No, wandering monster again. Okay. Hits that instead. That's not bad. I'm gonna hit you then. I mean, I should probably be killing the 3/3. It's probably dumb not to. I just like the idea of my guy. Ah, shitballs. He's gonna kill all my stuff. It's gonna be terrible. There goes my play, because now I lost my 6-cost guy as well. Boo! That was super atomic annoying. Oh, now I got a Sneaky Devil. Hooray. So, yeah, no, that was all kinds of terrible. We're going to save this guy and play him whenever we're ready to do that. So, I don't know, Sneaky Devil. I probably should have, like, rock fired and killed that guy, but, eh. Okay, that's annoying because he's so big. Summon 2, 3, 3 wolves. Wow, that's a lot of crap. This would be a good time for a lightning storm. Oh, that, he would be a good guy with a lightning storm, but it's not a good time for a lightning storm. I mean, he's not the lightning storm. Do I want to waste 3 mana next turn killing this guy? That hurts. I'm going to take a beating. Like crazy beatings. want to do that. I could crush the 5/5 and Rockbiter one of the other guys. Just try and get some forces going before things happen. This sucks, but eh. This guy will be free next turn. Put that out, it's just gonna get beat down. I mean, I guess it might make him use his bow. But then he kills that, he takes a trivial amount of damage, and he kills this for free. Nah. It's fine. I'm not super happy with this setup right now. Ow. Such a beating. He's still got the bow. Okay, so I'm really just basically dead. Alright, well, desperate times. Make a totem first or just evolve? I make a totem first. I'll probably regret it. It's okay. Any taunts? Nope. Normally he would be a taunt, but he doesn't get his battle cry choose one thing. So, just game over. It sucks. Like, these two were pretty okay evolves. These two were terrible evolves. They're both battle cry dudes. Wait, you're doing that instead of killing me? Did you not have me dead already? I feel like you should have had me dead. I feel like you misplayed that. Not that it's gonna matter, but yeah. You silenced him, that's pretty terrible. Yeah, silence that. Just get silence the silence, get my guy back. I should put that owl in a different place, really. Should be dead. Might technically not be dead if he doesn't have any way to get rid of the taunt. Wow. I mean, that is a sad, sad elder god, but I'm still super dead. Not helping! The not helping award for the game goes to the finishers. All they mean is that I'm finished. Boo. Oh well, one game down the tubes. I'm sure this deck can get its ass in gear, but I think I'd have to have all this stuff in just the right combination, so probably out of luck, but gotta work with the deck you picked. Yay. Surprised I even played 2 elementals. Anyway, we'll just have to see if I can get a little better than that next time.
If you enjoyed this, please activate the like button. And don't forget to subscribe to Demonet Games for more Hearthstone Arena and other gaming videos.